What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel ANDERZÉN. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of an intake adjustment on the C55. Check it out. So I pulled the front nozzles up right now, just letting everything cool off. I'm going to pull this off in a second, but want to show you guys something you're very familiar with at this point, what the stock air boxes look like on these M113s or M112s, and this one specifically the AMG version, which is, you know, different shades of silver and has the little AMG plaque and all that stuff. It's beautiful. I love it. It does an excellent job of flowing. The air is nice and cold because it's coming in right from these ducts. But you guys know me, I love to experiment. And this little cavity that we have created, not having the battery in here anymore, is just too enticing not to try to make my own little intake box back there. So that's what we're gonna do. I'll show you guys what I got as far as supplies go, and then we'll jump right into it. Working the night, by the way, because it's super hot out. It's still hot out right now, but it's at least a little cooler, being it about 10 o'clock right now. All right, piece number one, many pieces put together. This right here is a Blox racing filter. Blox has always given a good kind of like, I don't want to call it cheap, but like less expensive, good quality go-to for random pieces. Came with the little coupler. This is all, I believe, 3.5 inch. This is leftover tubing actually from previous video of the E420 intake experiment, which is still ongoing. This 3.5, 45 degree elbow. And then this is actually 3.5 to 3.25 to go over the MAF. You can use 3.5, but it's just not a tight enough fit for my liking. You really have to clamp it down a lot with the T-clamps. So I would rather have it be a nice compressed fit and then put the clamp on it. So that works a lot better for that. Other things I have, which you don't necessarily need to see right now, but have all the different T-bolt clamps. I think I'm gonna need about 4 or 6 of them, maybe, depending. And then I also wanted to show you guys, which I'll show you once we pop this engine cover off. Let's just do that now, actually, then I'll explain what this is. All right, that thing was hot. Okay, moving on though. The reason why I was gonna show you all this stuff in here, which big shout out to HPS, not sponsored or anything, but they're just a fantastic producer as far as parts go of like silicone hoses, FKM silicone hoses, which are fuel and oil safe. But yeah, anyways, I bought these as kind of a universal go-to to replace what I already had with silicone lines before, just to kind of make my own pieces out of these and give a little more universal option for people to be able to make this kit out of. I actually have a video showing how to do these silicone PCV lines, but that was using a kit off of eBay that was designated for like an E430 or something, which they fit totally fine. But you paid like 50 bucks for the kit, and it came with like some radiator hoses that don't fit this motor anyways. So you're kind of overpaying for what you get. So instead, I picked up a bunch of different sizes of these. I have like 3/4, 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch, and you get a bunch with it. You get like, I don't know, some of them come in like, I want to say like 8 to 10 feet or so, or maybe like 5 to 8 feet. I can't remember, but I got a lot for not a ton of money compared to like the $50 you would have spent on that other kit I was talking about. So I have a ton left over, as you can see in the bag. I've done this car, I've done some on the ML55, and I will do some on the ML63 in the future, and the E420 also got some. So goes a long way, and just great quality stuff. I use just some spring clamps on all the ends of this, and I actually, if you can get in there and see, let me turn the light on real quick and you'll be able to see what I did on here without me taking this off because it's hot right now. So if you can see back in there, I actually made my own little connections for the brake booster line and for the one that goes into the throttle body, that's pulling basically the extra pressure from the crankcases. So there used to be like this one little small piece, I'll pop it up on screen, that it's not necessarily an issue, but everything connects to it and it dries out over time. And this was kind of a longevity move. So I did this and it's working out great, no issues. The one thing I will be doing later on, that bottom intake elbow, I actually have a silicone piece that will fit there, but I'm not doing it right now because I still need to get a little breather filter for that location on the crankcase. I think this is like 1 inch or maybe 1/2 inch. I can't remember, I'll have to measure, but I'll put a breather filter right here, and that way there's no routing that's gonna be, you know, left open if I do that silicone elbow. So anyways, enough talking. Let's start doing what we came here to do. All right, so my plan, I don't have that mounted up there actually, but that's where it basically will sit. My plan, and these are all adjustable too, lengthwise. My plan is basically taking this, basically cutting this off, doing what I need to, and getting this to be able to fit right down here, live on location. My plan was either cutting a hole out of this or just cutting this all together, mounting this where it needs to be, and then using an aluminum plate and kind of using the bolt locations that mount this piece up to it, and making its own little kind of block off box with rubber trim and everything that can fit around the tubing. After that, if I can get it low enough, it'll still fit with the cabin filter in here. And after that, actually, I could also route some kind of brake ducting hose into this area from these 2 locations that are already here, you know, as factory kind of wind providers. So we'll see. That's kind of the plan for now. The only thing that's really in the way is obviously from deleting the battery. We have our circuit breaker here that we use just for safety precautions. That's a little bit on our way. Mostly this wire is in our way, so I might have to kind of move things around a bit or see what I got to do. But let me go ahead and get to digging into this, and I'll update you guys as we go. All right guys, quick update. This turns out to be metal, in fact. So anyways, I got the 2 T25 little screws that were out of there. I think we might have, I can't tell for sure, but I think we might have riveted or nut cert, thread cert, whatever you want to call them, into this panel and the black panel. So I might have to undo this. Definitely unplug your battery if you're ever doing something like this. So I already did. I have it unplugged right now. I'm gonna go ahead and unbolt this. I think we only put this 1 bolt because we were actually gonna change this to kind of a different setup, but let me see what I can do. All right guys, well, unfortunately, I think we're kind of at a roadblock for now. So I had to cut down this. I already knew I was gonna have to cut it down quite a bit to try to lower it as much as possible, but even where it's at right now, it's still interfering with the hood. I don't know if I'll be able to see this at all, but okay guys, call me crazy, but I think there might be enough flex in it actually to make this work. Especially if this is clamped down, this can flex quite a bit. I think it might be good. I'm just gonna, I mean, I know that eventually I'm gonna cut this off anyways, so you can see right where it needs to go through. It's basically right where we have the open gap for it to situate. So I am gonna cut that piece out and see what happens. Well guys, looks like staying around was somewhat worth it, I guess. It's all mocked up. I'm not really sure if I want to drive home with it right now because it's about 1 in the morning, and don't really want to risk anything going wrong and being stranded on the road. But we could start it, I guess, and see how things are. You know what, on second thought or fourth thought, whatever it is at this point, I'm gonna see what this looks like and I close it. Let's do another test fit. Let's see. Because looking right here, like, if I press this down, it's got quite a bit of give, and I think it's good right there. Let's see. Okay, I'm almost confident to take it home, but the one thing that I see it's not knocking on is the engine hoist loop right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that off. I'm gonna undo this, pull off this section, and then take that off, because that's the only thing that it's hitting on. The next thing it would hit would be the fuel rail, but it wouldn't, I mean, it wouldn't do much. This area is still flexible enough. Maybe I should leave that as kind of a protection from allowing it to hit the fuel rail. I don't know, what do you guys think? All right guys, engine loop is out. Now, I'm a lot more confident. It's got a lot of wiggle room, and it's not like, when this presses down, it's not putting a lot of stress on the MAF and everything. So the engine really, like, I can't show you guys moving it, but it doesn't move much, to be honest. So we're gonna try it out. Here it goes. I'm gonna switch to the GoPro. It's in the car right now, so you guys can hear the noises. I guess I'll start it up for you guys before I leave and let you guys hear it out here too. All right guys, let's see how it sounds from inside the car. It is late as heck. It's actually an hour past what my clock says right there. Sounds fine. There she is. I know it's not the prettiest thing, but let's see if it's functional and see if we get some cool sounds. Alright, gotta pull out and then close the garage. New view for you guys, by the way. See how this works out. Alright, to be honest, we're just gonna ease into things, because like I said, it's 1 in the morning and I'm not trying to do anything stupid. Although you guys may think that is contrary based on what I just did. Yeah, you can definitely hear it, especially because the cabin filter is not right there right now. So the noise is just coming straight through right there. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Sounds pretty crazy. My car is supercharged. Once we get closer to home, maybe I'll do a little rip. That way, in case anything happens, I know I'm not absolutely stranded. For the first draft, it's not bad. What I would like to do, if I can get it exactly how I want it situated, is I will probably either black out the aluminum pieces or wrap them in the heat resistant tape or the heat reflective tape, and then maybe I could try to find some black clamps, kind of tie it in a little bit better. That's what I eventually want to do once I do this, which I do plan to, doing the valve cover gaskets and resealing the intake. I would like to spray those most likely either like a wrinkle black and silver. Oh, what is this guy doing? Yo. Wrinkle black and silver or all silver. So I think if I can clean up the engine bay, this intake will probably look pretty cool. I don't know, hopefully you guys can pick that up from the GoPro. It's literally like from the right side right now. Okay, question is, should I hop on the freeway? I'm gonna back road it, just to be safe. It only takes like 10 minutes or so longer. Okay, yeah, I like this mod. It sounds so cool, man. That's really, I mean, I'm sure I said at the beginning, but that's really what people do intake mods for. You get to hear the induction noise. Is it adding power? Maybe if you tune for it, or you have it, you know, routed really well, or you go to a bigger filter size if your car needs, you know, more volume. You know, it could boost a little bit. Who knows? Maybe this might. This is such a big filter that's on there. But it's about that sound. It's adding to the rawness of the car. The exhaust, the intake, the noises from the notchy shifter, and all of those things in unison. So it make that car more fun to drive. So I'm digging it. I can get used to that noise. I really hope you guys can hear that off the camera because it's super cool. When we get like walking distance to home, I'll do a poll for you guys. Alright guys, we officially made it. I'll check back with you guys in the morning. Alright guys, good morning. It's the next day. It's actually afternoon, so good afternoon. I am ready to dive into part 2 of this. I'll show you guys what I picked up. So this is a piece I was referring to that I'm going to try to use underneath instead of that plastic elbow. So this should fit over the MAF side, and then this should fit on the throttle body side. I also picked up the breather filter I needed, and I actually got a check valve that will not only make this easier because it goes from 1/2 inch to 3/8 how this is, but it's also a check valve, so it's only going to let the pressure out if it needs to. So this will keep it from just sucking in random air, I guess, to the crankcase. So it should help. And I don't really know, like, supposedly this line pulls fresh air from the intake, but I don't know how that could be good for the motor, or like even be happening. Like, how would that pull into the motor? I don't know, but we'll see how it runs, I guess, switching it out, and we'll make adjustments if we need to. But yeah, I'm gonna pull this off. Guess you get a good view now in the daytime of what things look like. It doesn't look too bad, to be honest. Like, looks fairly clean. I do have some other plans for making this a little more tidy, but it's working for now. So first thing I'm gonna do is pop off this side. I'll just take this all off as one piece now. We don't need to mess with that. And then get the MAF off. I'll show you guys a better look at the PCV line setup that I did, and then we'll try to get that elbow on. All right guys, that's all out of there. This one's pretty easy. I've done this so many times now, but there's this little tab on the bottom of this that you press down, and that'll let you lift this out of there. So basically, we're gonna try to match this up with that silicone tube in a second, but I'll show you guys, since we have a clear view at it now, what I did on the PCV line. So basically used, I think, 1/2 inch, sorry, hose over the actual ports on the throttle body. And then you can see, like, on the brake booster, I filled it with some 3/8 line just to give it a better compression, and put that over the hard line for the brake booster. And then for the 2 crankcase ventilation ports, those are going into a brass 3/8 T-barb. And then I have a clamp on there just to keep everything locked in, and it's super sturdy on here. I know it looks like it's just sitting, but it's really sturdy. Both of these sit up against next to each other, so it's kind of putting pressure on both sides too. So the good news is, I couldn't remember how much like meat this had on the lip, but it has quite a bit actually, so I'm not worried about getting a nice seal for the silicone tube. Hopefully the one I have is a good size for it. We'll test that out. But yeah, basically I'm just gonna try to replicate this shape, go into the MAF, and that will give us a little bit more flexibility in the whole setup, and won't make me worry about this wanting to like snap or do something funny. So all right guys, a little bit of success so far. This is fitting over nicely on the throttle body, but I think I might need to change the angle a little bit because this is hitting back here too far. So I'll have to angle, as you can see on the stock one, this is probably at like a, I don't know, 20-30 degree angle, and same with the top side. So I think I need to angle that bottom one a little bit, and then I'll definitely have to do the top as well, which a lot of that will have to come up here. So we'll see. All right guys, the silicone elbow is on. Just barely. I almost cut it too much, but I think I might have got it. We'll see. I don't know if this is standing taller or not than before. I think it is actually, but hopefully with the give and everything that it provides, it'll still fit up here nicely. So next part, try to fit this back up. All right guys, I think we are officially there. Really happy with how this turned out. If I flex this down now, I don't know if you guys will be able to see down there, but if I flex this down now, it just flexes down below as well, but nothing comes loose. And this is definitely sitting lower than it was already. So I think we're in good shape. Only thing left to do really is test it. I think I got this thing pretty low, so I think I might be able to get the cabin filter back on, maybe. Probably not, but not quite. Yeah, it's hitting on the piping right here, but if I change that around just a little bit, or if I cut that groove lower than where I did, might be able to get it to fit. Or if I kind of like clearance this, might be able to get that battery box to fit, which would be pretty cool. Make it still look OEM and everything. But let me see if I can tighten this up and then get you guys updated. All right, couldn't quite get this to fit, but like I said, I think if I clearance that, it can definitely fit in there, and it wouldn't restrict too much airflow wise. So let's move on to the next step, which is the PCV port. All right, there she is, PCV line ported right there. It's not the most beautiful thing, but it'll do the job for now, at least for testing purposes. And yeah, I'll check back with you guys later once we go for a drive. All right, first start real quick. Revs. Put the window down over here. Sounds pretty dope. Definitely hear a lot more noise now. All right, check back in with you guys when we got time to drive. All right, guys, it's officially time to take this thing for a drive and finish out this video. It is hot out right now, so we're not getting the coldest air temperatures for whatever intake we'd be running right now, but I did drive it a little bit earlier in the same temperature and it feels pretty good. So hubcap on the road. All right, good. We got a clear road. Around. All right. Let's go. Where's the dip? I'm always looking for the dip. If you guys remember that moment from the ML63 tune. See these little burnout spots. It's a very common place for people to do this. All right, ready, let's go. Oh, ESP, of course. Take two. Okay, dare I say, I know this is my DIY intake and everyone's gonna say you can't do it better than AMG and all that stuff, but dare I say, it might feel a little more responsive. That felt really good. And it's 95 degrees out right now. One windows down. And then I think I would like to set you guys up outside the car too and do kind of a flyby. I don't think I've ever done that actually. Oof. Luckily the car's not that low yet. Alright, ready? Have a little dig. Healthy. Very nice. Alright guys, should be good. Save the manuals. W203 edition. Find them on anderzen.co. You guys know where. By the way, I haven't updated on the brakes yet, but these things are very powerful. The 6 pistons in front. Let me roll the window up for you guys. Okay, let's do this. I don't know what to tell you guys. I know everyone's gonna say you can't make an intake better than AMG and all that stuff, and I don't intend to, but it feels really good. Let's go for it. I just realized I have AC on still. Whoops. Last thing we'll do is try a flyby. I've never done this before, so I'll have to go throw the camera out there somewhere and then do a couple drive-bys. Let's try it out. Good thing is nobody's over here today because it's so hot out. I wanted to wait till evening to do this so we could have some pretty cool air temps, but it's alright. I kind of figured showing you guys this, it'll be real world and let you guys see. So let's go pull over and find a spot to put this. This will be a good spot for it. Alright. Go take a look at things real quick. Okay. We gotta get home ASAP, guys. Coolant hose is hurt. on the front cowl. Not good. Not good, not good. We need to go, we need to go, we need to go. That was not the way I wanted to end that video. Oh my god, dude, damn it. Oh, shit. Literally just made it home. Oh my god. Oh. Well, guys, if you can hear that noise, we got another video on another fix coming up soon in my future. I can already tell. Damn. It's definitely the connections back there for the heater hoses. It's not, well, could be somewhere else, I guess, but I think it was basically just pouring out from up there. Man, literally just made it home. Not good. Didn't have anything to do with what we did. It's just too hot out and that happened. Well, guys, I guess we have an exciting end to the video that was very unexpected. It's funny because those that are in the group chat will know this. C55 little group chat we have on IG. We were just talking about this exact heater hose that's under the cowl, and how I mentioned I need to take a look at mine because I've never been back there and it's probably not in the best of shape. Well, today was its day, so hopefully it's nothing else, but fingers crossed it could be. Luckily it literally was going to like 100 right as I shut it off right now when I was pulling in. That was not fun. I mean, it was fun before, but that part was not fun. So hope you guys enjoyed the intake video, and definitely plan on seeing an update on this soon. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.